Hi guys, my name is Michaela. This is my first video on the channel, and it is gonna be my experience in the military as a high school student. So yeah, make sure if you want to know what my life is like, or if you're thinking about joining the military and you're still in high school, you can actually do it. There are ways to do it. So just stay tuned if you want to learn about my experience in the military and how you can be in the military as a 17-year-old junior in high school. So I took the ASVAB October 15th. I turned 17 October 17th. It was my golden birthday. But I took the ASVAB. I got a 72 on the ASVAB, and then, you know, I really only took the ASVAB because I wanted to join the Air Force. But then the Air Force recruiter, she wouldn't even talk to me. She said that I was too young and she wouldn't talk to me or set up a meeting until I was 18. So I just took the ASVAB because I had already signed up for it, and it let you miss 2 blocks of class, if we're being honest. And then my youth pastor at my church, actually, the recruiter for Virginia Army National Guard, texted me because my number's on forms and stuff from, you know, signing things. You know, you sign like these things at my school that say, yeah, I'm interested in the military. And I was interested in the military, and I really wanted to be in the military, but I didn't know like why or what I would do or anything like that. So he kind of helped me through that. So he texted me and told me about some of the benefits, and then he asked me which route I was planning on going, college or military. And I told him that honestly I wanted to be in the military, but I really wanted to go to college and get my law degree and everything. And he told me that we could sit down and have a meeting, and he would talk to me about the educational benefits. So we sat down in November and had a meeting. I think it was November 14th. Where we talked about the educational benefits and everything, and basic training and everything that I was worried about, and setting up a MEPS day. And MEPS is Military Insurance Processing Station. So I signed my application that day, and then I got my MEPS date, which was December 4th. Yeah, December 4th. I went to, what's it called? Fort Lee, Virginia. And the first day I went, it was like, I didn't have to verify my ASVAB because I took it with my school. I didn't have to do the PICAT or anything like that. All I had to do was, sorry, I live by a highway, it's really loud. All I had to do was get my physical exam. So you go, I went on my first day, and we played, like, literally all I did was play Cards Against Humanity. So I played Cards Against Humanity with all my friends. I met my roommate. I went to dinner with everybody. You know, I met great friends. I'm still friends with some of the guys and girls that I met there. I got there at like 4:30, so I went and I signed in. I was like one of the first people there, and I went and I unpacked my room, and by the time I unpacked my room, everybody was there, and everybody was downstairs in the lounge. So I went in the lounge, I hung out with everybody, I met some great friends, and we played Cards Against Humanity and video games and everything. Well, then we all went to dinner together and all ate dinner together. Then you go to sleep, and you try to go to sleep at a decent time because you have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready. So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I got ready. Once you get ready, you have to be downstairs by 4:45. So I got ready really early and kind of just chilled for a little bit to let my mind like adapt to the fact that this is really happening. So I got all my stuff together finally, and I walked downstairs, and my roommate was walking really slow, and she was being really slow. So we were like one of the last people to get downstairs, even though I woke up way earlier than everybody else. Because one, I don't know how to wake up strangers, and so anytime I tried to wake her up, she just like didn't move. I was like, Lay, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. She was like, she just like rolled over, so I felt bad, but I kind of just left her there while I got ready and just let her sleep until the time that the wake up call was. So I went downstairs, we ate breakfast, then we get on the bus. And funny story, Sprint made a boo-boo and cut my phone off, so I was sitting there with no phone and nothing. Like, it was working day 1 of MEPS, day 2 of MEPS, it did not work at all. Like, none of my texts were sending, I didn't have any service. It said that I had that it was cut off and everything. And then when I finally got to MEPS and I didn't have a phone or anything, so I just shut my phone off like everybody has to. You have to shut your phone off and put it in the dress in the cubby hole, and then they shut the door and they lock it. So I recommend wearing long sleeves. They tell you to wear short sleeves, but them things be cold as boo-boo. Like, I was freezing my tail off, and I had a long sleeve shirt on and a short sleeve over top of it because they said my long sleeve showed too much skin. So I had a short sleeve over top of my long sleeve, and the short sleeve that they gave me was an extra large, and I wear a small. But that's besides the point. I sort of wore a shirt that didn't show enough cleavage to be mad about. But after that, like, you meet with your liaison, you check in, and then you go to the front desk and they give you paperwork. More and more paperwork. That's all you do, MEPS. Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. It's the most boring day of your life. You're there. I was there from 5:45 to 3 o'clock. And I lived 3 hours away, so I didn't get home till 6 o'clock. I was tired. And when I got home, I went to bed. So you go, and you're cold as boo-boo the whole time. And then finally, after you finish your medical exam, which is like hearing, vision, they check your hoo-ha. You take a PP test. They draw your blood, make sure you're not pregnant or anything, and that's really it. Oh, and then you go in the room and adjust your undergarments, and your panties have to cover your cheeks, and you walk around and you do the duck walk and all kinds of walks, and it is crazy. Well, then with a bunch of other people, but you honestly make friends with those people, and those people become like really close friends with you. Really close. Yeah, one of the people I met, her name is Sav. She's at Basic. Shout out to you, girl, if you watch this when you get home, because I will be gone. So I left. Yeah, I met her, and we're really close friends now. But she's at Basic training. So you leave Basic, and I just came home after I left Basic. I got everybody's information because my phone finally got fixed after I swore in and got in trouble for chewing gum information because I'm a dumb, and because I was the only National Guard person, I had to say my swearing by myself while everybody else had the same swearing. Mine is different because I work for the governor and the president. Well, then I got home that night at like 6 o'clock, and my mom got me this cool ornament that says National Guard because it was like Christmas time and my Christmas tree was put up. So I put it on the Christmas tree. Well, then I didn't go to drill in December because drill is like the 3rd weekend of the month. Yeah, the 3rd weekend of the month. And yeah, the 3rd weekend in the month. And yeah, and I had just sworn in this 1st weekend of the month, so they didn't want me going. So then after that, after the 3rd weekend of the month, the drill, I didn't go to December, so I went January, and it was cold. When you first get your first drill, you are a red phase member. You sit in a classroom different from everybody else. It's like, I thought like I was gonna be the only new person, when really no, it's like half and half. Half of the people, it's like 35 of you, and like 17 of you are new, and like the other of you are not. So my first drill, there was like a whole group of us, and we could barely fit around the table. It was terrible. And you're crowded the whole day. You did not have peace and quiet, nothing. You do formation at 7:45, so you have to be there at 7:30, because if you are 5 minutes early, you are late. That's what my sergeant told me. That's what you gonna learn. Yeah, and then you go to drill once a month. And this whole time I was still in school, so I was still, like, on January I was still in school, still going to. The only problem with it is I was so sore from working out because I am not in shape. I mean, I am, but I'm not at the same time. So I was so sore from working out, I could barely walk up the steps. But I think the worst part of it is the run, which is on Sunday. We wake up Sunday, you go to drill or whatever, and get there, you warm up real quick, and then you go for your run. And we run like 3 miles, I think. I don't be counting. I mean, it really, like, it's long distance, but it doesn't feel that long because you have everybody hyping you up and everybody's like, you got this, just breathe, run, you know, it's not that hard, just get up this hill and then it's a flat. Like, you have people encouraging you the whole way, which is really good. That's one of the things I like about National Guard. After that, you kind of just chill. I mean, really, on Sundays is chill day, it's clean day. You clean up everything. But then my second drill, February's drill, I went, and it was honestly terrible for me. So bad. Like, we did rifle training my second drill, and I moved up to blue face. We did rifle training, and that's, you carry around your M4. Hold on, I got notes on it. I think it's the M4. Yeah, you carry around your M4 and with you everywhere. You have to have it at all times. They do not care. Take it to the latrine, and don't say bathroom. Take it to the latrine. You better have it in formation. Have it when you clean it, all times. Because if you lose your rifle, if they take your rifle from you, push-ups. Or you do squats and you hold it above your head. Period. It hurts. I hate it. So, after that, we did the rifle, and then Sunday, it really just depends on what lesson you walk in on, because every lesson is different. And Sundays, we ran again. The run is like the only thing that's consistent. You know you're gonna run, and you know you're gonna PT. So we ran again, and then Sundays, like I said, is like a chill day. We practice taking apart the rifle and putting it back together, taking apart the rifle and putting it back together. That's all we did. And then you turn your weapon in and you clean. That's what we do on Sundays. We clean up the drill hall and the drill floor. And then that was my last drill because March and April's drill were both remote because of the coronavirus, so they were both canceled. March, I had to write a 2.5-page paper on my MOS just to get paid. And about pay, it kind of differs. I get paid right now, I'm an E2, but I just got bumped up to an E3, so I can't remember how much my pay rate is. But as an E2, I get paid $259 minus my taxes and everything that comes out, which leaves me with $196. So that's how much I get paid. But I had to do that to get paid. So once you get, yeah, you have to, I had to write a 2.5-page paper on my MOS, which is 92 golf. And I knew nothing about it because I haven't been to AIT training. I haven't even been to basic yet. But then you read about it and you like understand your MOS. It's actually pretty cool. And they sent us links to like our MOS manual, so you read it and it's really informative. And then this time we had to do these courses online, the FEMA courses, which have nothing to do with the Army, but because most of us don't have DOD ID numbers, we couldn't log in to like the thing where we take courses for the Army. So we had to do FEMA courses. And this month, May 1st and 2nd, will be my white phase drill, which is my last drill before I go to basic training. You move up to white phase and you do all your white phase is just paperwork. That way you can have all your paperwork done, so when you do come on your Wednesday, you don't have a lot of paperwork to do. You just do a lot and then you ship out. No, on your Tuesday, and then you ship out on that Wednesday. So I leave in 38 days on May 26th to do all my paperwork, since May's drill will probably be a remote drill, and I would have to probably do all my paperwork on May 26th, and then I'll leave May 27th to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for basic training. And yeah.